What of you sex-depraved monkeys, meat puppets? It's me, Finger, and today I decided to do a video because I was told by some other person that did a video on us all, so I figured let's take a look. Oh boy, this is so going to be enjoyable for me to rip apart.
What's up guys, it's Mike the mgtow monk again, bringing you another video. So in this video, I'd like to take a moment to talk about these anti-mgtow channels. Now instead of going after each one of these videos one by one, I've comprised a full list of channels, and I'm going to be putting them in the description. Now unlike the purges of the past, this one is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you a clip on how they want to whip us back onto the plantation.
Aw, that's cute. They actually think we want them back to the plantation, which, personally, I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit, and I don't actually want men to go back to the supposed plantation. And personally, I don't care what dicks that they want to put into their little thing or whatever the case may be. I just don't care what they do with their personal private parts. Or if they want to basically want to remarry and all that. It's none of my business or my concerns, and honestly, it's just an assumption. And also to state that this guy, I think he doesn't want to do individual videos on us is because I don't think he knows how to respond to us. I really think he does not know how to respond to our arguments, and throughout this whole video, there's like no arguments against any of our points. And you're going to soon learn that he's very egotistical. And my god, the butthurt screams hard with him on this one.
And the truth is that these anti-mgtows are pussy whipped. And they know it. They'll never admit it.
I really find that enjoyable. They really think we are pussy whipped when we're not. Really? Is that all you can do? Is that the best you can do? Just call us something that we're not? And my god, you're the egotistical one here because, honestly, only egotistical people like that, like street level thug, like people only say this sort of topics or stuff to people that they don't know how to respond to. Like in my future video, which I'm going to call it GAS, which is Gigantic Argumentative Stupidity, I can imagine people like him won't even understand what that anti-mgtow argument is going to be, and he's going to just label me as pussy swept, regardless if he actually understands my argument or not. So, again, I find this entirely hilarious that he thinks I'm pussy whipped when, in reality, I think he's egotistical, and he in particular is just doing an assumption. Oh, poor Mike the mgtow.
And they know it. They'll never admit it because of their ego. But their actions speak louder than words.
Again, assumptions. And also, aren't you the more egotistical one? Because I'm here just making the case for anti-mgtows in terms of arguments, logic, and common sense, whereas you are here making assumptions. You see the kind of thing where I'm just presenting an argument and you're just calling us pussy whipped? Yeah, that doesn't look good on you, especially when you want to claim yourself to be this person that's the better side when you're really acting like you're not.
Why are they so concerned with men who do not want to be a part of the plantation? Why are they so concerned with being anti-mgtow?
Again, I don't really give a damn if you guys go on the plantation or not. I really don't care. In fact, I don't even think that's really a thing with me because, A, I've never stated that people should go back to the supposed plantation, and B, where on earth are you going to cite your sources on that of me saying that Oh wait, you aren't going to be able to do that because there is none. And the only reason why you're making that statement is because you have nothing on us. And the mere fact that you're using assumptions after assumptions really just shows how idiotic you are. Just saying.
What do they get out of it? I'll tell you. They love the sick enjoyment of trying to pluck men from the red-pilled community and throwing them back into their own destruction, which is the vagina plantation.
My God. You're bad at this. You really are legitimately bad at this in terms of the game. I'll let you know that personally, I don't really care if a person gets married or not. That's up to them. That's their life expectancy. And personally, there are anti-mgtows within our own circles that don't believe in marriage at all. So are you literally just saying that those anti-mgtows don't count? My goodness, you really are bad at this. Also, don't you realize that, like, seriously, we all come from the vagina. Like, literally, every single human being on the planet. And, you're literally equating that somehow the vagina is somehow the plantation. That's nonsensical. Because, like I said, every person born on Earth comes from that. From the vagina. You're just crazy.
They want you back in chains. They want to sway men to deny their sovereignty and to deny their own self-independence. The funny thing about it is that it's laughable. It's offensive that they would even call themselves anti-MGTOW. Sure.
Damn, I would have to say, you're the triggered one here because, like, why should it be offensive to you, simply put, for a name that we decided to basically accept? Hell, we didn't even make up the name, you guys did. We just adopted the idea and just expanded on the idea of anti-MGTOW, so you calling it offensive for us to basically use the name, my God, that's hypocritical. My God. And boy oh boy, you're in for a rough one, I can tell you.
But it's still laughable. Because no matter how hard they try, no matter how many years they've put into their channels are stagnant. It's a slow climb to the top when you're trying to oppose men who wish to be free.
That's basically three things. You're saying that none of us are growing, and you're also saying that because of our ego, it simply put will lead to certain things, and also you're literally trying to use a hashtag to get your reinforcement buddies to basically give you backup. My goodness, I have yet to see any one of us in our side of the community actually act this way. And boy oh boy, the last community that I know of that actually tried doing that was the good old Christian community that loved to do the hashtag, get rid of the atheists and all that in those old videos when they tried to gang up on old atheist vids. You're acting like the very much same thing. Hell, I'd imagine that you probably see this as a thing where you must achieve and conquer no matter what, regardless if you're acting like a complete idiot in this case. And also, not only we are growing, but because of your vids, I mean, we literally got 3 new members, so it's kind of nonsensical for you to claim that we're not growing, and yet we got 3 new content creators basically joining our movement. Now, I won't discuss the names of those people for privacy reasons, but I will say that because of your video, we grew, so thank you, Mike the mgtow. You made us grow a bit. And also because you in particular are funny to me, and and you're entertaining to me, so if you make a response video, I'm going to respond back, because this is funny to me.
And just to rub a little bit of salt on the wound, what I want us to do is put hashtag plantation free. And basically what that means is,
and personally, I don't care if you want to go there or not, even though I'm of the opinion that is largely a non-issue to me and others. And like I said, that's up to you. And personally, none of us are really even advocating that you should go get married again. That's nonsensical. And this is a good example of how much you don't actually understand us. Like, point to one single video. Seriously, point to one single video, or two, or whatever the case may be, to an anti-mgtow that wants us to get all remarried and all that, because I really doubt any exists. And even if you can pull one up, that doesn't even represent the majority of us. Hell, I'd imagine the reason why you don't pull out, like, the citations to basically any of this is because I think the reason being is because you don't know how to respond to us, so hence that's why you did the whole hashtag plantation thing, to get your buddies to do all the work for you, which is sad and pathetic. And also, hint hint, that whole hashtag plantation thing didn't work because the YouTube spam filter caught that, and I wasn't even aware of it up until someone else told me about what's going on. And that was like 3 days afterwards. Seriously. I was not even told about this was even going on until 3 days after, and I had to investigate what was going on in my YouTube spam filter. So that whole thing failed. Lol.
is we're going to go into their channels and we're going to type hashtag plantation free, and it's to rub it in their face that they can post as many videos as they like, and we're still not going to be on that goddamn plantation. And there's not a fuck thing you can say or do about it.
Dude, you're acting even more funny to me and more illogical to me. And personally, again, not a single one of us really cares about whether or not you get married or not, or if you do or don't. It's about the ideas and arguments that we care about that must be either debunked or criticized. It has nothing to do with you being in love or finding a new wife and all that, or surrendering your wallet to someone else. And even if you think that, that's silly and nonsensical, because, seriously, that perception of us is warped. And it's been generated by a long-standing generation of people that were paranoid of us long before we even existed. So, my advice to you is drop all the perceptions of us.
You can post a million videos, and you can feel that you've made good points when you haven't. You and your 20 followers. Okay. The thing is, guys, is there's nothing that a video is going to do that's going to make me go, you know what? I should go back to worshiping women. Oh wait, you know what? I was wrong. I should hand my wallet to them. I should start, looking for that unicorn bitch and go through 10 destructive relationships, and if those fall apart, oh, it's my fault. I must have just surrounded myself with those women. Like I'm gonna see a video that's gonna make me go down that fucking idiocy. Once you've taken these red pills, it's over, and there's nothing that's going to make me touch a blue pill, let alone swallow one. I'm never going to simp for women. They're never getting my wallet. I don't want to marry them. I don't want any of that shit. But anyways, here's a quick visual demonstration of men who do not want us to be free. And yes, such men do exist. Check it out.
And obviously, after the clip, he shows that whole thing and the rest of our vids. But I have to say, seriously, the guy does not understand our points, doesn't understand who we are, and ultimately, he doesn't understand that we ultimately don't care about them because, A, that's not our priorities. Our priorities is to call out mgtow arguments and ideas. is not to drive people back to the supposed plantation and all that sort of nonsense. It's not to drive people back into being a married person or whatever the case may be. And honestly, for him to assume that, my god, his video is utterly, I'd give it a D rating. It was a good attempt, but a D because A, reason being is it's assumptions after assumptions. No actual argument against us. B, the reason why is that it sounds like he legitimately does not know how to respond to us, so that's why he created the hashtag plantation free. Just to get his buddies to basically do all the dirty work for him, which I find to be very, very pathetic indeed. And C, this guy in particular is weak-minded, and the reason why I say that is because, like, seriously, his video is 14 minutes and 4 seconds. He could have spent all that time debunking our videos, he could have, but nope, he went straight to assertion after assertion, and my god, he is a bound of stupidity that I've yet to see being compared. But anyways, I've been Thinker, signing off, and have a lovely day, and thank you, Mike the mgtow. You gave us 3 new members.